When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Finding open areas. Oh, a lot of space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Salter. The screen, he's got wheels. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to fire. He's going to throw deep right side. Touchdown, Colorado! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll run it from the gun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
Yeah, he's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can you do it?
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Back to pass on second down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From the gun, running back on the move. Still on his feet at the 40. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Navy put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the midshipmen in some time. Anchors away indeed for the boys from Annapolis. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American Duke.
And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less.
Breaks into the open. Sweet spin. Past the 30. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Miller. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on first and goal. He wants it all. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. The sudden change situation, they've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line in a phenomenal...
Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Look out, he's got room. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
Using his feet. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Making side adjustments here. They'll try the toss to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Salter. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Tight end now in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buffaloes trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. He might want another play. Trying play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Call to make here, 3rd and 10 from inside your own 5. You just can't afford a mistake. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keep it on the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to pass, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Welsh. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to keep it in the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Buffaloes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the give off the left side. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Back to throw, it's Salter. Touchdown, Bucks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it's no good. He missed the extra point. A 69-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fired. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's going to get loose. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking for a crease. It's Price. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Just enough time to get off one more snap. The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. One more snap coming before halftime. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buffaloes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the 2nd half, those 2 turnovers in the 1st.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And here's the third interception of the night.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Grab behind the line. It's Walls. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air. It's Salter. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Welch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. The Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The play action fake. Looking to scramble. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect. They keep the drive going.
And the Buffaloes have it with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the third touchdown.
On the move. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Quickly complete.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Line out trying to get it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Looking for space. It's Welsh. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He'll keep it himself. Fights off a defender. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Salter. Escapes the sack. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I'll tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. I'll tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Texas! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Under fire. The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. One final play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back gets to give. Shakes off the defender. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Floats it out in space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He threw it big the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To throw, it's Salter. Fires one high and deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Bucs! They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country. Breaks into the open. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the spot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough for the first. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And they did after not throwing the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Welch. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Man, what a scramble by the quarterback. 4th quarter, need a play. 4th down, he makes it happen. This home crowd is going nuts. We got a great one on our hands.
Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. At the 40, there he goes. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season. Great play by the defense there. You're winning by 2. You can't allow them to tie it. Someone's got to make a play, and they show up in a big moment.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. And he'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking for room at the 40. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, give on the inside. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Longhorns inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. Dropping back, it's Manning. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Texas! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. That one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Oh, what an exciting finish this is going to be. The offense has it one more time. One last drive, and time is winding down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He'll try to take it back. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge their way in. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.